Evening, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earthwatch, Sunday, January 1st, year 2023 on our planet. I want to go through my reasoning for the activation of tsunami buoys in the absence of earthquakes at 4 common locations that I have been observing throughout the past few years. So I'm going to start off with the first location in the Andaman Sea north of Sumatra, where earlier this week I reported the volcanic island, Barren Island eruption. And again, periodically this buoy will go into motion in the absence of earthquakes. I'll explain in a moment. Second location is the one off the coast of Australia, and in fact this has had to been replaced several times because they keep on losing it. In most cases, when the buoy goes in motion, it is an uplift. However, this one periodically gets pulled down. The third location, although more rare, is any one of these in the Gulf of Mexico or the Caribbean. And today's activated buoy off the coast of New York, and if it's not this one, it's the one off the coast of Nova Scotia. So why are these being activated in the absence of any seismic activity? I'll show you. Our mantle plumes, which originate from the core mantle boundary and extend up to the underside of the lithosphere, which is the upper 100 kilometers of the Earth, including the Earth's crust and upper mantle. These are permanently anchored to the outer core where our magnetosphere is generated from, and obviously we have changes taking place because of the excursion of the magnetic poles. Mantle plume tail, mantle plume head, and in some cases results in thinning of the lithosphere. Now, the mantle plumes are narrow upwellings of hot rock originating from a thermal boundary layer. These upwellings bring deep mantle material to the base of the lithosphere, resulting in heat flow anomalies, volcanism, and pushing up through the thinnest ocean crusts, as evidenced by periodic motion of these tsunami buoys. So we have the tail coming up, the plume head, which will expand as it comes in contact with the bottom of the lithosphere, pushing up on the crust where the tsunami buoys are anchored to. Now, I want to take you back to an event of July 29th, 2021. I have showed you this before. I'm going to show you again to try and give you a visualization of the size of super plumes below our feet. So on July 29th, 2021, off the coast of Alaska, we had an 8.2 earthquake, which seismograph stations around the world registered it as a 9.5. However, the USGS quickly downgraded it to an 8.2. 10 minutes after this earthquake struck, every single perimeter buoy on the north edge of the Pacific plate went into motion, followed by, I believe it was about a half hour later, by buoys in the Caribbean and off the coast of New York going into motion. I want you to remember this one. I'm going to get back to it in a minute. And the one off this was either the coast of New York or Nova Scotia. So, in my opinion, we had the activation or agitation, or through a magma wave action of a super plume. Their responses were indicated by motion of the tsunami buoys, where the plate is thinnest. There were no indication on the continental plate, where it is thicker, up to 50 kilometers thick. Ocean plates average 6 kilometers thick. 2 weeks later, following 8.2 in Alaska, at its antipode, we had an 8.2 shallow on the southern tip of South America. We had a bounce back of earthquakes between Alaska and the South Shetland Islands. Going back to the two buoys in the Caribbean on each side of Haiti, 2 weeks after this earthquake, we had a 7.4 earthquake in Haiti. The day prior, this was preceded by an activated tsunami buoy in the absence of an earthquake and a heat detection. Now, I'm going to open up a door to a rabbit hole. This is the first time I'm going to make this public. It's a theory I've been working on. It's a suggestion. Please keep your minds open. Our oil and natural gas reserves are found just below the crust. We had to drill down as deep as about 9 kilometers to get at these reserves of oil fields and natural gas. I have a suggestion. And again, this is the first time I'm going to make it public because it changes within the outer core, obviously. We have a lot of heat rising up, causing lithosphere thinning and depletion of some of our oil and natural gas reserves underneath the crust. If you notice, about a year ago, all of a sudden, on a snap of a finger, the world had an energy crisis, an energy shortage for some reason, and then all other global events started up. It's a wild theory, isn't it, folks? Keep your minds open. And again, this is the first time I'm making it public. Normally, I wouldn't make such a statement unless I had something to back it up. So again, our tsunami buoys periodically go into motion in 4 areas. I have used the term in the past, a magma wave action, which are initiated by deep earthquakes at the Mantle transition zone, sending a pulse or a wave of magma up the tails to the heads, resulting in either volcanism or earthquakes. As was the case just prior to the August 2021 Haiti earthquake. There you go, folks. Think about it. I'll see you tomorrow.